Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It is Tuesday, which means once again it's time to talk to me. I am Millie Scott with Consumers Unlimited, and today I want to give you 5 quick tips on credit security. But before we get into this, I got a quick story. So to about 2 weeks ago, my daughter came in my room and she was trying to get into my phone to do something. And she was like, Mommy, your password doesn't work. I said, What? She said, Yeah, your password to your phone doesn't work. I'm like, Give me that. Logged in, boom, password works fine. She was like, Good, I didn't know the password no more. You had changed it, and I've been trying to guess this thing for months, and I just can't get it. And I told it to her because I was trying to get in there, and she just watched me do it. So now I got to get a new password for my phone. Um, it's kind of messed up. But it brings me to security. I had been doing really well because my kids had not been able to access my cell phone for almost 2 years. Like, I had updated it to this really good password and it was really, really good. But I kind of showed it to her the other day. So I'm a little sad about that. I know. What does that have to do with this? But that's the whole point of being secure, protecting the things that you value that you don't want everybody having access to, like your phone. So, quick tip number one, guard your personal information. Now, this is don't give out your names, don't give out your date of birth, don't give out your social security number, don't give out your credit card number or any other information to any random person. I know they called you up and they're like, hey, Miss Scott, this is Bobby Jones with XYZ Collection Company, and we need to contact you. We need to discuss this. However, before we can continue, I need you to verify your date of birth. Now, if you ain't got it, you can't get it. Well, we just need you to verify your social. If you ain't got it, you can't get it. Verify what you already have. You tell me, and I'll tell you if it's right. Period. Because I'm not volunteering or giving you any information. That's up to you to get. You got to get it or you just won't have it. That's on you. Um, that's all I got. Number two, shred documents. I know they've been saying this for years. I'm saying rip it up, buy a shredder. Shredders are as cheap as like 10, $15 right now. So have one. Use online, get your statements delivered electronically, do all of this. But if you love paper mail, I love paper mail. I love going to my mailbox and checking my mailbox. So I love paper mail. If you love paper mail like I love paper mail, then you want to get your statements in the mail. You like the feel of it between your fingers, whatever. It is what it is. When you're finished with it, shred it because all of the documents and the information that you have, like most people don't realize their credit card statement, no, it doesn't say the number at the top. But at the bottom with those numbers, there's a sequence of 16 digits. Normally starts with a 4 if you have a Visa or a 5 for a MasterCard and a 6 for a Discover. Yeah, that's your credit card information. I can access I can find those 16 digits and now I have your credit card information. And because I have your credit card information and a statement, I know the zip code for it. So I can run it up, protect your information. Also, with that, avoid accessing your personal information using public Wi Fi. Hey, don't go to the library and go in and get your credit card information. It can get stolen there. So, you want to protect that. Next thing. Number three, keep private information private. This is my biggest pet peeve. If you look on social media, randomly you'll get questions and it'll say, if your date of birth was how much money you had in your bank account, how much money would you have? They need your full date of birth. If your social security number was how much money you had in your bank account, how much would you have? Um, what is your grandmother's, what is, they won't say what's your mother's maiden name. They will say, what was your grandmother's name when she had your child, when she had your parent? What's your mother's name or your maternal grandmother's name when she had your child, when she had your mother? They're looking for your mother's maiden name. I know it doesn't sound that obvious because they do all of that kind of stuff. Um, Man, who was your favorite teacher? Typically, that's the answer that we put down when they ask the credit teacher or a teacher you remember. What space did you meet your significant other in? Where did your parents meet? Where did you go for your first honeymoon? Who was your first boyfriend or girlfriend? What street did you grow up on? All of these are actual security answers that we answer when we log into bank accounts that are also asked of us from random people who want to steal your information. So, don't answer those questions. Third thing, passwords are keys. Keep your keys up. So, by that, I mean use unique passwords, change them often, create strong passwords, and don't use stuff that is tied to you. I remember growing up, my mama used to use this one password, and it was so funny because she would lock stuff, and like literally everybody in the family knew the password. You're like, oh, boom, we're in. I mean, the kids knew the password, the in laws knew the password, the grandkids knew the password. Like, what were you protecting? I know it sounds tough, and I love mommy, but bad idea. She recently learned how to do her passwords differently. She uses a uppercase, a lowercase, a couple of special characters. She replaces I's with with the number one, all kind of stuff. Now she done got real technique. I like it, but it keeps our information more secure. Won't necessarily stop you from being hacked all of the time, but it will do that. But along with that is don't put your passwords in for phishing schemes. So that's when they send you the email and they want you to verify your information and you type in your username and password. Now you done created this wonderful password, but you didn't verify the source because that redstone was .org and not .com, and now you've been hacked. So be careful with things like that so that you can get your information taken. So keep your secure information secure. Passwords are key. Oh, and the other thing with that, don't tie it to stuff that you know. Like my daughter's name is Mia and my son's name is Mikey. My password should never be Mia and her birthday or Mikey and his birthday. Obviously, these are things that people think about. Don't use your street address. Don't use your date of birth. Don't use your social. Just common things that you shouldn't use as passwords because if I can steal your identity, I can guess this and then I can get your stuff. Okay? Finally, important. Review your information often. Go to annualcreditreport.com, not annual credit request, annualcreditreport.com. Click the link, get your free reports. It'll tell you about names, it'll tell you about addresses, it'll tell you about date of birth variations, social security number variations, new accounts that because we don't pay attention to all this stuff. Like, for example, whenever you lose your credit card, you get your credit card number updated. So you don't really pay attention to the fact that, oh, wait, why do I have three different Chase accounts? I only have one. Because we just saw the little update on Credit Karma and was like, well, it just updated. So that's obviously the right one. No, this is a different one. And you have been a victim of identity theft. But to check that, we have to check it often. So go to annual record. I'm a fan of Credit Karma. I don't believe in paying for credit scores until I need them. Outside of that, use the free stuff. I use Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Credit Wise. Experian has freecreditscore.com. I use all of the free stuff because I'm not gonna pay for it unless I have to. Just real talk. I'm not gonna pay for it until I have to pay for it. But in the meantime, use the free stuff, get it done, update your information, move along. Okay. Monitor it. If you want to pay for it, I like myfico.com because if you're going to spend money, you might as well get the scores most lenders use. That's the best way to me. Outside of that, you know, Credit Karma does work. It does update you. It does tell you when the address changes and things of that nature. It does not give you your complete disclosure information, but it's an idea to keep track and it'll alert you to some things that may trigger you to do one of these other steps. Okay. So, really quickly, going up over the 5 things that you can do to help secure your credit. 1, guard your personal information, keep private things private. 2, shred information, shred your documents, shred everything that has personal information. 3, keep private things private. Don't tell your secrets, your honeymoon, your date of birth, where you met your spouse, the street you grew up on. Passwords are key. Create complex passwords. And 5, review your information often. If you have questions about your credit, or if you found out something on this thing that you know that you need assistance with, reach out to us. You can visit us online at www.consumersunlimited.com, or you can give us a call at 256-333-0353. And as always, you can reach us right here on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We would be happy to help you. And as always, if you have any questions, or if there's a topic you want us to cover, feel free to inbox us and let us know about that as well. And until next time, I'll see you next Tuesday. Take care. Bye bye.